Alqubit, IT, as an expression of art.
Hello world, welcome back today again. Yesterday I have done very interesting showcase about my hair is all around the place. Yesterday I have done my beautiful showcase about how to implement very high quality ProRes recording with Atem Mini OBS inside the signal path, and it has been a total success. Everything is working. Today I wanted to add I'm here, the second solution that is very interesting. It is extreme solution. I'm using this is an old my solution, but it works very well. Instead of using DaVinci Resolve, today I am using Blackmagic Media Express with the same Blackmagic Intensity Pro and the same path, but instead of recording at 179 megabits per second, this is recording at 139 megabytes per second. It is 1109 megabits per second. It is 8-9 times higher, and it is very extreme and very interesting. Let me show here. I'm today I have done a little adjustments. 4K, I have pushed the quality to the beyond the limits, and it works beautifully. But I'm getting every live production is basically 60 gig, and I want to downsize a little bit. 4K, I will do a few live production in normal 1080p. Let me see. The system is stable. I have shown use cases, showcases of how to optimize end-to-end at any level OBS, Atem, signal, path, everything in order to sustain upscaling in 4K. And it works. Let me show you. I'm using always P010 in 10 bits, and I'm having this P Quadro P4000. It is 10 years almost, and I cannot push further than that. I have extracted the P4 that I was using as additional GPU. I'm working. Yesterday has been without any issues. It sustained because I needed to add another video IO device of Blackmagic, and I'm having only 3 PCI 16 X and 3 8X. There are six slots. Cannot do anymore. So let's hope to be able to invest in the future in RTX Pro 4000, and now we do 422 4K directly, probably if it permits me to push it. I'm having the regular adjustment about my ridiculous bandwidth, which is always 5.1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, the max. The recording, I have completely disabled the possibility to upscale. Here in the recording, the video is canvas. And I want to, the performance, CPUs are not involved in this thing. The GPU is basically for almost 40% lower, obviously. And the recording is much lower. It is basically 1/4, 1/3 of the local recording. I'm recording with very high quality profile, constant quality profile 7. That is very, very high. And I don't need anymore. That it is basically pointless pushing beyond every limit that you cannot extract this value from H.265, at least. My recording is the same as it was inside DaVinci Resolve. H.265 master. Push it to the extreme and push it to the level 1 of the quality profile. If I push here, it reaches the same amount of data and the same amount of file as size. And what I have introduced, yesterday I didn't like my rudimental, too rudimentary design diagram. Today I have invested some time to do it at my quality level. That was a shame what I have done yesterday. So the workflow of yesterday and today at the two cameras, microphone, Atem Mini Pro. This is the same very Viltrox DX2 X2 DXX2 field monitor that is passed through. It has a did elaboration that I'm able to force it act as the it is reading as it was reading from the camera. In this way, otherwise it is improvising and forcing at I'm end-to-end 25 frames per second. Otherwise, this is interpreting that it needs to upscale at 50 hertz, 50 frames per second. Having a did forced it to read from Atem, it adjusts to 25 frames per second, and my repeated pass-through signal is still 25 frames per second. Otherwise, it forces it. It is basically doing its thing that I don't want it to do. I want it only to do the repeater. And with the internal edit, it is doing it beautifully. I'm having at any hope here 1 frame of delay of the video. So I'm having here 1, here 1, here 1. To arrive at this point, actually here, what is Intensity Pro? Intensity Pro is dedicated in two cases in which I am implementing extreme recording. This is version 1 that could be DaVinci Resolve DaVinci Resolve Studio that I have shown in the video live production yesterday. Or this is Media Express. One or the other, not both, because it steals the device, and you need to close even OBS in order to return with the control. So the first thing, I am opening Media Express. It is reading the signal from here. The signal is exiting HDMI output 1080p 422 as it is end-to-end inside Atem, not into the recording and not into the webcam output. Webcam output is super compressed MJPEG odd 8-bit 420. Local recording encoding is YUV 8-bit 420. The signal, live signal end-to-end HDMI or SDI, if you have, is 10 bits 422 YUV. And this is what is arriving, 10-bit YUV here. This is completely covering these specs. Blackmagic Intensity Pro 4K. I'm using it in, you can see, end-to-end 1080p. I have forced video output display input video. This is doing the throughput. If you set it as output, the input and the output become independent, and you can use it in different programs doing whatever you want. But to do this effect that you have the signal path inside as an output of one input inside a program being, as yesterday, DaVinci Resolve, or today, inside Media Express, this is the only thing that make it work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You don't have the output. I'm capturing, and I will show you what I'm capturing. I'm capturing, this is megabytes, not megabits. Megabyte is constant 136, 139, 136, 139. We see this one. And the other is the writing from OBS, which is much, much, much less. What it is, let me see now what is showing. 19 megabits per second, something like 20 times less or more. Imperceptible, basically. I don't have any response latency of the hard disk because my hard disk SSD is NVMe very high quality enterprise. It is a card, basically special card. SSD. I had a momentary, and this is including time code, metadata for the original color space, and it is showing inside DaVinci Resolve. It is showing Rec 709, Gamma 2.4. Let me open the Media Express. This is what is writing at this moment. soon. It is already at 125 gigs from when I have started 15 minutes ago. And let me choose the text. I'm on 1109 megabits per second. It is around 139 megabytes per second. It is extreme. You can see it is YUV 422, 10 bits, lossless. Lossless. There is no compression, uncompressed. Bit per pixel is 21.33 pixel for one bits per one pixel. It is 100 times higher than H.265. It is extreme, really. I'm having here the excellent audio, and I'm having the included the time code, obviously, and all regarding of the color space, everything. And this is working smoothly and excellently. The other recording is here that now is going on this. I have done first a little test. The other is where it is. The other is already 100. This way it is refreshing the size. This is 126 gigs. This is 3 gigs. There is a difference here. Is it going to open the thing or not? Let me close, let me retry. No, this is not constantly closing, and it doesn't permit access, basically, of what I'm seeing. It needs to be finished, and it is writing the end. Here is giving me something. This is H.265 U420 10-bit with bit per pixel is 0.4, even though this is extreme. This is quality profile with value 7. Is master level. The other was 23.3 or 4. If I divide 23.4, let's run, divide by 0.4, it is 58 times better. What I'm recording with Media Express. This is extreme. This is the equivalent actually of the RAW, but without the metadata, obviously, of the RAW to specify ISO, but the quality is absolutely identical. No compression. And this to show off again. This is essential for the functionality that you don't forget to do the pass-through. Without the pass-through on this, it doesn't work. And I have the mini recorder that I am having here as an input device inside to see my signal is perfect. 1080p, 25, 10-bit YUV, Rec 709, limited. It is limited end-to-end, from Atem to the field monitor, inside the Media Express, inside the OBS. It is stable, everything is going on. My network is stable. No missed frames. And this is what I have done here. Another, basically I have copy paste from yesterday, but the second solution, uncompressed YUV for 210-bit recording in parallel with Blackmagic Media Express at 1109 was today. 109. And it is producing around 500 gigs per hour. And the other recording now that is around, if it is extreme, is 100 kilobits. It is 100 divided by 8, 12.5, less than 10 times than the other. But 60 per 60, 750 meg per minute, and 45 gig per hour, less than 1/10. And this is how it will be for now, because I'm getting it is pointless that I'm able to produce. I will adjust and see what I could do. And this is basically everything. If I have my GPU only one now. The other days was with the two, P Quadro and P4. Now it's only Quadro P4000, and it is basically sleeping. It's doing nothing. The network is, the CPUs is, and this is this way. The writing in real time is constant, no issues. The V is this is SSD that is consumer version of basically it will generate a little bit more latency than the other from time to time, because the garbage collection that yesterday I just cannot have it on the top of my head. The SSD that are for the consumer market, they have a garbage collection and a cache, high performance cache, which is a few gigs. Once this has been pushed in full, it activates the garbage collection. It rises the temperature and its performance goes down, because it needs to, once the temperature is rising, it activates the throttling, is how it's called, that it's limiting the speed in order to preserve not to go in overheating. plus the garbage collection that is constantly needs to search and rewrite the new spaces because of SSD technology. And everything is working. If you need extreme performance with Intensity Pro, that is, it doesn't show anything here. Excellent. Okay, it's going on. Let me open where I am, where it was. Intensity Pro is this one. It has input output. They can be configured to be pass-through or totally independent. It covers totally 422 uncompressed 10-bit, even 444. And it is absolutely the killer in this context, but it is HDMI 1.4a. If you use it for a reference monitor, it doesn't perform as the other that are much higher quality. Decklink recorder or monitor, even HD, they are HDMI 2, and color space much more larger. They have 6.1, 709, Rec 709, and Rec 2020. The color space is much, the speed is much higher, and if you use it as device for here I can find it. For color accuracy calibration, you have to have at least this one that I have, the other, that it is much higher as a quality. It covers basically the same thing, but the color space is much larger, and it has the metadata for HLG and PQ transfer characteristics, so you can use it even for HDR. Color accuracy calibration and playback. This one that I have, the second one. What is my output here? Is Decklink Mini Monitor 4K. This is very good. This is it. Everything. The 28 minutes. Let me see how big it is. Everything is the same. I just want to see. 235. In 1 hour will be around 500 gigs. This is the killer of the high quality recording. Okay, thank you very much. I'm ending here the live production. We see soon again to the next one. I just wanted to complete this argument and showing how the things work. Let's hope for the best. Good vacation and everything further. Thank you very much.